In this video, let us have the basic idea about the subject and the course, that is data structures. So I'll discuss in the form of question answers. So let us start with the first question. What are the contents of the course? The course contains these topics like arrays, matrices, linked lists, stack, queues, trees, graphs, hashing, recursion, and sorting. These are the topics. Next question is, what are data structures? See, a program is a set of instructions which performs operations on data. So without data, instructions cannot be performed. So data is an important part of a program. So when a program is dealing with the data, how it will organize the data in the main memory, that's what is data structures. The way you organize the data in the main memory during execution time of a program, that is data structure. See, if you see the components of a computer system, a CPU which executes the program, and this is the main memory, and inside the main memory, this is our program code, and this is data, right? So this is memory, this box is showing memory. So program code and data, these are the two things. So this program code will perform operations on the data. So how you keep the data here so that it can be best utilized by the program, efficiently utilized by the program. So that arrangement of data is data structure. So depending on the requirement of a program, the type of procedures it is performing, we have various data structures. So depending on your requirement, you can choose a suitable data structures. Now next question is, what are the list of data structures? So here I have the list of data structures. These are the data structures only. Array, matrices, and linked list. These are usually called as physical data structure. They define how the data is arranged in the memory. Then these are logical data structures. So this defines how the data can be utilized, how the arrangement is and how it should be utilized. So this defines arrangement and this defines utilization. So there is one video, physical data structure versus logical data structure. So you can watch that. I have discussed that in detail. If you take physical data structures like array and the matrices, these are provided by almost every programming language like C, C++, Java. In every language you have built-in arrays. This is a part of a compiler only. Directly you can declare an array like this and you can start using it. In C language you can declare an array of single dimension array like this, or a two-dimensional array of some size for implementing matrices. So this is built in as a part of compiler. Now the linked list is not there in C language, so we have to create it. Then rest we can implement these, we can use it like a stack or queue and all. So there are sections for each topic and there are lots of videos under each section. So you'll be learning in detail about these data structures. Now next question, why one should study data structures? See, data structures is a core subject for programmers or IT professional. So for computer science graduates, undergraduates who are pursuing the course, engineering course, they have this as a subject. So they have to study as a part of academics. And the second thing, in the industry, if you're working as a programmer, then you have to use data structures in your application development. So without data structures, you cannot develop applications at all. So you should have good understanding of data structures. Now next question, at what level one should study data structures? So I will define it as level. See, the first level is, you know what these data structures are and how they work. That's it. This is the basic thing. So most of the programmers will be knowing this one. Even many programmers are there who are not computer science graduates, but they still do programming. So they have the idea how they work. That's it. And where to use them. Now next level, you know how they work in detail and you are able to do the analysis. So you understand in depth what are the operations that are performed by them, and you know how those operations are performed also. So you know the internal detail and you are able to analyze them based on the time and the space complexities. So you understand them thoroughly. For doing analysis, mathematics is also involved in this one. So you know the internal details, how the operations works, and also you know the analysis. This is the next level. Then one more, next level. Let us say level 3. So in this, you know everything in detail and also you know how to code them. You can develop your own data structures. So that means you can program them by yourself. So for this you need programming practice. Now next question, to what level the course covers this data structure? So this course covers data structure in much detail, I can say at level 3. So where you know how they work and you know the internal details, you will be able to do analysis and in-depth analysis, and also this course make you program, write the data structure from the scratch by yourself. Now next question, which programming language is suitable for data structures? You can select any language, whichever language you know, you can select that language. The next question, do I have to develop these data structures, right? Create them by myself in every programming language? No. All these languages, they have their built-in data structures available. So these languages provide something or the other, or some languages provide everything built-in available. So they have the things available already. So you have to use them, and you don't have to develop your own data structure. You have to use them. So for using them, you should know how they work and where to use them. So the level 1 knowledge is sufficient. All these languages provides built-in data structures. Like in C++, there are STLs, and in Java, there are collection classes, right? In C# also collection classes are there. In Python also containers are there. And in JavaScript also collections are there, or DOM objects are also there in JavaScript. So languages have a built-in data structure. So mostly people study about those data structures and they want to understand how to use them, just how they work and how to use them. That is sufficient for most of the people. But this course goes way beyond than that one. If you want to learn about these are language specific. So if you are studying about the language, you can learn about them. Then what about the C language? C language is not having built-in data structures. If you want any one of these data structures, then you should develop your own code. Next question, which language is used in this course? See, C language is not having built-in data structure, so I have used that language for creating or implementing these data structures. And also I have given sufficient idea for using C++. Even if you want to implement Java and C#, you can do that. That's your choice, and that will be your responsibility how to implement this code in C# or Java. I'll be showing in C, and that is also same in C++ also. Whatever I'm showing in C, that is nothing but C++ also, because C is a subset of C++. Right? So it is combined. I said C and C++, right? But C++ is having some object-oriented features. So how to use those features, I have discussed that. So whatever is done in C language, you can easily convert into C++ if you know C++. If you don't know C++, then you will not be able to do it. The next question, why I have selected C language, why not any other language? See, when you are understanding the operations on these data structures in detail and you are observing them very closely, then C is a best suitable language for doing programming on that. So for every operation, we write functions that are procedures. We write procedures. So the procedures or the functions are available in every language. They are available in every language, C, C++, Java, everywhere. Only the difference is in C++ and Java, we put them inside class. In C, they are open. That's it. They are global functions. But there are member functions in Java and C++. So I have used C language because I am showing you how to implement the operations. Alright, and as C is not having anything built in, and it's more suitable and more perfect language for learning data structures. The another reason is other languages are already having their own built-in data structures. Then why do you make your own? So C is not having it, so you make your own. So that will help you understand all these also. If you know a little bit about the language, you can understand them easily. The next question, how the course contents are organized. See, in the beginning section, I have discussed the required features of C and C++ that are used in the course. So you should be knowing C, C++, and if you brush up these concepts, then you can start with the course. I have not directly started with the course. For brush up, I have some section. So I have brushed up the concept of C and C++, like structures, functions, classes, templates, parameter passing, that are useful for programming in this course, implementing these data structures. The next question, sortings are covered in this course. Yes, Almost all the sorting techniques are covered here, and their implementation also shown in this one, like bubble sort, selection sort, insertion sort. Various sortings are shown here. So sorting is covered in depth, and the analysis is also done in depth. Then the last and the important question is recursion. I have a first section as recursion, right? Before starting these data structures, I have used recursion. First is recursion. Why? What is the importance? So see, recursion is a difficult topic for the students. Mostly students struggle in understanding it. So I have covered it to make it simple and you have the good understanding of recursion. And most of the operations that are implemented on these data structures are basically defined in recursion, and they are also implemented without recursion using loops also. The next thing, recursion is usually felt as inefficient because it uses stack internally. It is not much useful for solving large size problems. Then still we study recursion. What is the reason? See, there is something called problem solving and programming. So these two are two different things. Problem solving is different, programming is different. Mostly students try to mix them. They think that if they understand programming, they learn problem solving. No, problem solving is different and programming is different. So programming can be learned in just few days, but problem solving is a lifetime work. Programming needs a syntax languages, any one of the language, right? If you know the features, that's sufficient. Then problem solving, you should be good at mathematics. Then if you are solving a problem, solution you will be giving in mathematics, and the mathematics have recursion. Mathematics doesn't have loops. Mathematics have recursion. So your solution will be mostly in the form of recursion. So every programming language supports recursion. No doubt it is less used, but it supports. In case if you are writing a recursive function, you can write it. Otherwise, as a programmer, you can learn how to convert a recursion into a loop. So mostly problems are solved in recursion, then they are converted into loop. So understanding the recursion is a very important thing. So for understanding problem solving. So that's all. These are the questions. And one more thing, students believe that the topic is data structures and algorithm. Algorithms are those algorithms that are used on this data structure. Algorithm is a very vast topic. Even Google and Facebook uses algorithm. So algorithm doesn't mean that I'll be teaching Google's algorithm or face recognition algorithm or vehicle tracking algorithm. For everything algorithms are there. Algorithm is a separate subject. For that there is a YouTube channel. You can search for algorithm in YouTube and you can find my lot of free videos. So I cannot include those free videos here. So if you are want to study algorithm, you can watch YouTube channel. Separate as a subject, mostly found in academics. This course is about data structures and the algorithms that are applied on data structures. That's all in this video. And the next video is upon the essential features of C and C++ that you need for completing this course or following this course. If you are familiar with that, you can skip and we can start with the next section. That's all.